Hello YouTubers. I was working on my MS660, was going to check the tune. It's been really cold, and had a couple logs that I was going to go saw up, and so make a long story short, I discovered that I had an air leak, and where it was leaking. Now this is the fuel hose, and it goes. This is underneath the carburetor, and this is the connector that goes in it. Okay, and on the other end, it's got the filter down in the tank, and so it was leaking up here. And the only time that I touched this was whenever I got it, and I put a piece of R3 between it and the carburetor. It's the only time I touched it. And of course it was, buried in the hose, and I put it on this end. It was just luck that I caught the leak. And so I took it apart. I went ahead and got an OEM hose, because it's a little more rigid. No, this is a little more rigid, and if your tank on a FarmerTec gets half empty until this relaxes some, you can go lean. So anyway, that was I went ahead and got it an OEM, and I paid way too much money for it. They robbed me at $15. But even if you don't replace this, I would replace this. The next time I was at the steel dealership, I would spend $1, and I'll tell you why. It was loose, and it was just for no other reason. And if you look at that, those ridges are very shallow, and that they don't steel. This is the old style. They improved it by making it shorter, but it's got a big bulbous end on it, so that there's a positive lock when it's pushed in. In this, there's no positive lock, obviously. I mean, mine was leaking like a sieve. So this is the why I'm talking to you about this. It's worth spending $1 to be sure that you don't go lean, and that's all it requires. And it would be updated, it would be the latest thing, and it would certainly offer you another layer of protection. I've never had any trouble with the hose, so I'm not telling you there's anything wrong with it. There was that particular aspect that I mentioned of it, and I wanted to be sure that the steel connector went in the steel hose, and when I did, it was tight, and I had no leak. Of course, then I found I had a problem with the vent, so I'm going to spend $5.50 at Steel and get me a vent tomorrow. So anyway, okay. So I hope you find that helpful. And I got word today through an email that FarmerTec is going to be offering a pop-off pump, and so many people build these kits, and you're too tight to to buy a pressure tester, and these pop-off would that they would substitute. It would be a whole lot better than nothing. and I don't know what they're going to ask for them. Maybe $20 or something, but that would really be a handy tool. And they're going to be on vacation, till the end of February. This is February 2018, so they'll be out a few weeks partying. But when they come back, I fully expect them to have it on their website, so you might want to check that out. I encourage you, if you don't already have one. I'm going to get one and use it on to test carburetors. So okay, that's what I had. Spend a buck, save your saw. Okay, YouTube, thanks for watching. Hope you like it. Please subscribe.